Hey, what's up, everybody? Hobo Mackie. So I'm out here in the Ocala National Forest. Well, it doesn't look like it, but I'm actually on the St. Johns River. I'm at my parents' house here. Wanted to do an update for you guys. Really awesome place. They just bought this house right on the river. Um, with the COVID going on, I actually intended to hitchhike across the country, and it took me like 3 days just to go from Eugene to Bend, Oregon. And I was like, okay, during COVID, it's probably not a good idea. I just don't. Yeah, I decided I'm just gonna take a Greyhound bus and go see my parents because I hadn't seen them in a long time. And I wanted. And they just got this house here, and it's the right time of year. I always go to Florida this time of year. Um, so I just Greyhounded all the way to Florida. And unfortunately, I did catch what I believe was the COVID. I didn't get tested, but total loss of smell, et cetera, et cetera. We got some boats coming by. Uh, Boats, there's houseboats that go by, which is awesome. I think it's awesome that people live on their houseboats. There's actually a houseboat way down there parked. You can literally just live on a houseboat. You don't even need to own land or nothing. Um, Really cool place here. Gators, manatees, bull sharks, all sorts of fish. I was literally just sitting here fishing right over here on all these lily pads. Definitely, I've caught me a few bass. Not today, but and everything like that. And I'm right here by the Ocala National Forest. I'm familiar with this area, and lots of hiking and woods, and I mean just woods and woods and woods. And if you watch any of my videos, Hobo Mackie loves the woods. That's just me. And I do love Florida. I mean, there's birds, big birds. I mean, just you wouldn't even. I just can't even start with all the wildlife around here. Just in our front yard, with turkeys and squirrels and there's black bears. Everything. Pretty much every kind of wildlife is here. Um, so I'm just sitting here this morning, drinking my coffee. I just haven't done an update in a while, and the reason why is because I've been sick. Well, I had the COVID. That's where I left off. I think I had the COVID, or it was something like COVID. That wasn't a big deal. I got over that pretty quickly, but then I developed a sore throat, and the sore throat got worse and worse and worse, and it basically, like, my tonsils are swollen, my lymph nodes are swollen, and I've been having bad headaches and migraines, and this has been going on for almost 3 months now. And so I haven't really been able to enjoy being out here because I've kind of been in bad shape, health-wise. That's partially why I haven't really been posting any videos. Um, but good news is I think I finally have figured out what the issue is, and I think I posted about this a while ago when it had happened. But when I was in Colorado, not this summer, but the summer before, I had a smoking weed accident where I had done something incredibly stupid. That Colorado weed's really good, and after a few beers and a little bit of weed, I did something incredibly stupid, which was I had a vape cartridge that was made of glass that was smashed. It was full of vape oil. It got ran over at work, actually. But I tried to salvage the oil, and I loaded a full bowl of weed, and I put a piece of the glass on top, and I was just going to burn the oil off of the glass. And and so what happened, and what I didn't realize was there were some small pieces of glass on the big glass, and they went through the pipe into my throat. And for a month, it was awful experience. And I went to the ER after like a month. They didn't do anything for me, but then just a couple days later, randomly, a piece of glass comes out of my throat. I held it in my hand, felt instantly better. Everything was great, and I assumed that that was the end of it. Um, but apparently, for the entire, it's almost been a year and a half since then, there's been a piece of, there's been still another piece of glass in my throat, and it just wasn't infected. It just was in a spot where it wasn't bothering me. Looking back on it, I do remember times where I gulped and felt a mild painful sensation, and I just kind of shrugged it off like it's not, nothing I can do about it. Um, so rewind to 3 months ago, and I came down with probably COVID, which wreaks havoc on your immune system. So when you have it, you just want to be real careful. I would stay real clean, things like that. You just don't want to. You can be easily infected with shit. Um, and obviously, there's obviously you don't want to be sick, but um, basically, I think that that piece of glass got infected, and that started my sore throat. And for months, I actually didn't know what was going on. I was trying to figure it out. I thought it was bacterial. I thought it was strep throat. Um, and nothing really made sense, and it just never went away. So, but I eventually figured it out, and it actually came up the other day, the piece of glass, and I felt it, and then it was like, oh, I remember this, and I knew exactly what it would that. And then I tried throwing it up actually, because I had it. It came loose, I think, and then so I tried to throw it up, and I was throwing up blood. So the glass probably cut me a little bit when I was trying to throw it up, and I went to the ER. They wanted to just basically tell me I'm crazy, and they didn't do anything for me. But they, I do have an appointment with an ear, nose, and throat doctor who is also like a plastic surgeon, and this guy should be able to. They're definitely going to be scoping my throat, which is like sending a camera down in there, and they'll be able to see what's going on. And and I'm hoping that he'll be able to somehow get in there and get that glass out. 'Cause I think that's the whole problem. And once I get that glass out, I'll be totally back to normal. I'm totally healthy otherwise. I mean, aside from I have the bad headaches are stemming from the infection in my throat, and it's a terrible place to have an infection. Um, so yeah, sorry to be a downer, guys, but I did want to give y'all an update. Um, the healthcare system has been sending me through the ringer. I think for 99% of us out here in America, we all understand that. We know you do not want to have to deal with the healthcare system, whether you have insurance or not. I do not have insurance, and so it's been especially hard for me, and especially during COVID. Nobody wants to help when during COVID, and I got a serious infection here, and but like I said, I got an appointment now. Hopefully, it gets squared away. I got about 4 more days to wait this thing out. And after that, hopefully I got me a job. I'm working right up the road. I love the place. I'm working as a cook. I've always wanted to cook and learn how to cook. And, you know, I just got to get this glass out. Anyway, um, I was thinking of starting a GoFundMe. I don't know if I need any money. I do have my parents who can loan me some money. I don't want to put too much burden on them. Um, and I don't know if I need money yet. I know I have the money for the scoping. For the appointment Monday, I have that money. I don't need any help from anybody. Um, but I am concerned that I'm going to need more money for something. So I am going to, I did start a GoFundMe, I guess. I think I get like 50 views per video. You know, I just don't think I'm going to actually raise that much. And I really don't expect my viewers to, you know, whatsoever. I know everybody's struggling. Everybody is. And so if you, um, if you can spare something, feel free to donate. But I don't care about money. I don't want money. I do care about my health. Health is important. I think we all care about that. Money's not important. Well, money's important right now because I need some health care. But um, if you donate something, I'm only going to use that money for health care. And I'm happy to take it as a loan, pay it back. I'm also happy to give it right back if I don't need it. I just figured it's good to go ahead and get ahead of the game and maybe try to raise some money if I can. Anything helps, a dollar, whatever. And I'm not worried about it. If I get 25 bucks, I'll be happy with that. It's a start. Ooh, it's a gator. First gator I've seen in a while. Not too big. There are some monsters in here. I'm not sure you guys can see him, but he's headed that way. He's just past the lily pads. The river's actually flooded at the moment, and ever since the river's been flooded, I haven't seen any gators out here. Before that, it would not be unusual to see 3 gators swim by. Anyway, so we'll post a link to that, and if so it's there. It's no big deal. I don't care either way. I do believe in a higher power, and everything happens for a reason, and I will be okay. I will, one way or the other. I just got to get through this because I can't function well, because this causes my lymph nodes to be swollen in my head, and so I can't even think straight. I'm like, I got a headache all the time. I'm on, ibuprofens and Tylenols, which are helping tremendously. But yeah, don't ever put a piece of glass, or don't ever take a chance. That was the dumbest thing I ever did in my life, and I am paying the price for it. And it's awful. It's a truly awful experience. The dumbest thing I have ever done. And so, just wanted to give you a little update. I'm here in Florida. Um, I'm still happy. I'm not healthy, but I'm happy. And I hope you guys are doing good. Um, I know it's tough. It's tough out there these days at the moment. A lot of crap going on. Um, but is what it is. Uh, like I said, everything happens for a reason. That which does not kill you makes you stronger. If I can come out of this, I'm gonna be 10 times stronger, 10 times smarter. I'm actually not gonna go hoboing um, right away. I can still go camping. I'm actually right here in the forest. I don't mind taking a weekend and just going out camping, which is what I'll do. I have lots of plans like that. I got fishing options. I have a metal detector. I want to do some metal detecting. I got lots of plans of just doing a lot of fun stuff out here. There's endless amounts of woods and forest and water and rivers and fish and gators and everything. And I can't wait to get back. My parents have a kayak, so I can go kayaking down the river. It's just incredible and awesome place. I haven't been able to enjoy it really yet. I just haven't been able to do much. But I'm gonna get out there and we'll be making some videos. Like I said, I'm not gonna be hoboing so much because I've definitely decided I don't want to be broke anymore because of these kind of issues. It's a lesson learned. If you're gonna be a hobo, if you want to go hoboing, I think you should have 10 grand in the bank. Um, you can still live frugally and cheap. Sometimes you have a lot of money in your pocket, you want to go and spend it. Pretend like you don't. Have 10 grand in the bank, so that in case you run into a health issue, and anything can happen. You get bit by a snake. I don't know. Shit happens in life. You can get hurt. You can do something dumb. You can make a mistake. You can get sick. And the healthcare system will put you through the ringer. It's fucked up. The American healthcare system is based on profit, and the more incompetent they are, the more profit they make. The more they can just keep charging you, the more they keep you sick, the more they make. That's a terrible way to run a healthcare system. It's great for the 1%, the top 1%. They had the best healthcare in the world. But the rest of us, it's a struggle. And we all know that here in America. And even if you have insurance, it can be a nightmare and a struggle. And the poor doctors and nurses at these places, they are stressed right now. I don't blame them one bit. I have friends that are nurses, and they tell me, and they talk to me about how corrupt it is and how bullshit it is and how it's all just trying to get as much money from you as possible. And it sucks, it's bad. It's a terrible system. But anyway, enough of that. Thanks a lot, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. Peace out.